Hey, Chris Roy here, Legacy Counselors. We are an estate planning law firm in Massachusetts and Connecticut. Want to revisit my topic I've been talking a little bit about this week, the last couple weeks here, maintenance and maintaining your estate plan. Been getting a lot of questions this year in general. I should say this year, but just in general, I've had a lot of questions over the years about what makes this a little bit different at Legacy Counselors. And this is not an ad for Legacy Counselors. This is about diving into the thing that makes this a little bit different. And I think what that is demonstrated by our maintenance process itself. The third segment here, I think this is the third video I've done on this subject. I think I'll probably end up doing a fourth, not positive on that. But I think this is probably the most important one. And what we're talking about today is the annual meeting or the family meeting. So yeah, let's jump in and let's talk about it a little bit. Okay, so what is a family meeting? What is this all about? Why do we need to maintain our estate plan? Don't we just say if I predecease my spouse, everything goes to my spouse. My spouse then passes away, everything goes to the kids. Isn't it that simple? And yes, it could be that simple. It can be that simple when you're looking at what you're looking to accomplish before you really dive into some of these subjects. But that's sort of the magic of the annual meeting. That's sort of, I should say, I want to refer to it as the family meeting. Not everybody needs to do an annual meeting every year, but I'm going to use it interchangeably. Bear with me. But the whole idea is we want to touch your plan once a year. Just like when you go to the dentist and you get your teeth cleaned, I can guarantee that before you leave that office, they're trying to get you to schedule your next appointment 6 months later to come back on in. The whole idea is, well, nobody likes going to the dentist, but it's an important part of our health, and we need to make sure that we maintain our health. So we create a program. The dentist creates this program, just like we as lawyers create a program, to make sure that we're taking the time to have these discussions that, although are not the easiest discussions necessarily to have, especially with family and intergenerationally, and especially if you're not the type of family that's used to these things. But wow, is it important? Wow, there's a lot of revelations come out of these. Talking about wealth, talking about how you hold your money, what your plans are for the money is one of the number one things that I see in terms of across the board, wealthy, middle of the road, and on the lower end of financial assets. Everybody in between, anybody that's has a family, they find it awkward to talk about wealth with and death and dying is not an easy topic. But what's more important than talking about everybody you love and everything you've worked for, your estate plan, with those that you do love? And including them in that process becomes really important. It also becomes really empowering, I think, for the family to be able to talk to mom or dad, be able to be in the room with their brothers and sisters. And that's the power of the family meeting. And we suggest you don't have to do it every year. Even if you just do it once in your lifetime, it is, I can tell you right now, settling estates and trust administration, the families that take the time to sit down, even if it's just once ever in their lifetime, have a family meeting to discuss these things. Why is Johnny and not Susie, or vice versa, the healthcare proxy? Why is Johnny or Susie, or vice versa, the power of attorney? Why is it an uneven distribution in assets at the end, or whatever it may be? Your kids hearing that from you is there's no substitute. I could say it. Anybody can say it, but I'm not anybody. They need to hear it from mom and dad, the horse's mouth, so to speak. So the family meeting, incredibly important. I don't want to take a long time and dig into it any more than just to hopefully raising awareness that there's another way to do estate planning. There is another way to think about estate planning and your wealth and your relationship to your wealth and that of your loved ones. And I encourage you to think about this a little bit, if you haven't before, about treating your estate plan as more of a living, breathing thing that needs a little maintenance and that will ultimately benefit from the maintenance for sure in the long run, as a way of handling your affairs during your life and not just leaving it to your loved ones afterwards to sort of figure out. And if that's something you're interested in doing, love to talk to you about that. Again, not an advertisement for legacy counselors. This is an advertisement for maintaining your plan and making sure your family is safe and sound and ready for the inheritance you're going to leave them, and they understand what your ideas are and what your values are when they take that inheritance on and move on to their next generation, or move that money on to their next generation. That's what we're doing at Legacy Counselors, and wanted to share that with you guys because I think it is just a really, really empowering thing. Not easy, again, but sit down with the family, look at the concept of this family, of the family meeting, and take action. Just try it. You have nothing to lose. If it doesn't work, if it blows up, you can blame me. But I promise you'll be better off, your family better off in the long run. So that's all I have for today. I'll talk to you soon. Take care now.